The story begins with a young woman named Sarah, who had just moved into an old Victorian house with her husband. They were thrilled to have found such a beautiful home with all its original features still intact. Sarah, especially, was delighted with the large ornate mirrors that adorned the walls of the house. However, one day while she was getting ready for a party, Sarah noticed something strange in the mirror. As she stood there, applying her lipstick, she saw a figure standing behind her. It was a ghostly apparition, and it was staring straight at her. Sarah turned around, but there was no one there. She looked back at the mirror, and the figure was gone. She shrugged it off, thinking that it was just her imagination playing tricks on her. But from that moment on, she couldn't shake the feeling that she was being watched. The strange occurrences continued. Every time Sarah looked in the mirrors, she would see the ghostly figure staring back at her. She became obsessed with finding out who or what the figure was and why it was haunting her. One night, Sarah woke up to find the ghostly figure standing at the foot of her bed. She screamed, waking up her husband, but when he turned on the lights, the figure had vanished. Sarah was terrified, and she knew she had to do something about it. She decided to do some research on the house's history, and discovered that a woman had died in the house many years ago. Her name was Elizabeth, and she had been known for her beauty and vanity. She was rumored to have spent hours admiring herself in the mirrors. Sarah realized that the ghostly figure in the mirrors must be Elizabeth, and she was trying to communicate with her. She decided to try to communicate with Elizabeth by writing her a letter and placing it in front of the mirror. The next morning, Sarah woke up to find a reply from Elizabeth. It was written on the back of her letter, in elegant cursive handwriting. Elizabeth thanked her for acknowledging her presence, and said that she was sorry for scaring her. She explained that she had never left the house, and that she had been trapped in the mirrors for centuries. Sarah was moved by Elizabeth's words, and decided to help her. She contacted a psychic medium. From that day on, Sarah was no longer haunted by the ghostly apparition in the mirror. She knew that Elizabeth was finally at peace, and that she had helped to set her free. That concludes our story for today. I hope it has given you chills and made you look twice at the next mirror you encounter. Don't forget to subscribe and share your thoughts and stories in the comments. Until next time, stay safe and keep your eyes peeled for any otherworldly encounters.